This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping a foot on the what on the X. We keeping a foot on the what on the X. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, and like the Siberian tiger that I am, I'm applying what unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It versus spikes. Let's talk about it, man. Whew, Keith Thurman. Where can I start with runtime, aka duck time? So hear me fucking well. Keith Thurman suffers from what we call dementia and Alzheimer's. Let me say it again. Keith Thurman suffers from what we call dementia and Alzheimer's. Now he's playing this game that Floyd Mayweather and Earl the Truth they duck Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, I get it. This is marketing and promotion 101. I'm in the business realm. I get it. You're pushing yourself, dog. But you're doing it in a very erroneous way. Floyd Mayweather basically told you, if you want to fight me, which he's well within his right to do so, he's TBE. Let's not forget, you used to be that guy that looked up to Floyd Mayweather's career and was like, I want to be like that. I want to get to that level. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a real. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 100. Let's be G about this. You said that you wished you had the impenetrable defense that Mayweather had. The Mayweather defense is no longer called the Philly shell because Mayweather perfected it. Let me say it again. It's no longer called the Philly shell because Mayweather perfected it. Now all of a sudden he ducked you. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, But in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth fashion, it's as simple as this. All you had to do was fight Errol the Truth Spence. Basically, Floyd was treating Errol the Truth Spence like he does with Adrian Broner, but in this instance, Floyd knows that Errol the Truth Spence is not a gatekeeper. He knows that Errol the Truth Spence is an airfield fighter. He knew that Errol the Truth Spence was going to take over, but you ducked the free smoke. You duck Free Smoke Jr. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. The smoke was free. Because you was fighting an Earl the Truth Spence that wasn't a rock star yet. That wasn't a boogie. That was just a boogeyman. He was not a rock star. He was not commanding anything from a financial standpoint. You had the vantage point. Floyd told you was gonna make $10 fucking million. And you Cold War ducked him along with Sean Porter and along with Danny Garcia. Lest you forget. Lest I have to remind your ass. Let me say it again. Lest you forget. Lest I have to remind your ass. There was a Cold War ducking between you, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia. So what is your Ruby Poo and Plum Plum Brain self not getting here? What is your classic Doden Troglodyte self not getting here? What is your ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric self not getting here? You ducked Earl the Truth Spence. It wasn't the other way around. And then all of a sudden, after you ducked him, you went and did this whole Cold War triangle between you and Sean Porter and between you and Danny Garcia. Ultimately, until there was a situation where you guys can no longer do it because Danny Garcia started losing, Sean Porter was losing. So guess what? Al Heyman was like, nah, y'all gotta fight this dude. Like Richard Schaefer said, we left the Mayweather era and we ushered into the Spence era. So why you acting brand new, duck time? Why you acting brand new, run time? How did Floyd Mayweather duck you? How did Earl the Truth Spence duck you? Houston, we have a fucking problem. Houston, we have a fucking problem. That's why your ass is no longer allowed in the gutter of Florida. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been banned because you lost to AARP retirement Pac-Man style. You're only saying this because you were hot and bothered like grits because Earl the Truth Spence did better than you against Danny Garcia. Earl the Truth Spence did better than you and Sean Porter. And now he's going to fundamentally do better than you against Manny Pacquiao. Who goes straight back and go like this to get knocked the fuck out? Only a fighter that's not an elite black fighter does that. So don't sit here and act like when you had your opportunity to retire AARP retirement Pac-Man style, I was rooting for you. Now I'm gonna get on your rabbit ass. I'm doing 2 for your ass today. Keith Thurman, you know the drill. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Losers cannot give out advice. And losers damn sure can't say that the winner is ducking them. Especially when Errol Spence was calling your rabbit ass out. Why didn't you want Free Smoke Jr.? Why didn't you want free smoke? Because like Timothy Bullet fucking head, not fucking head Bradley, you knew what time it was. It's called the ruin you style for a reason. They call him tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work, the levying onslaught of the punishment style for a reason. Because if you want smoke, it's free, but you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free, but you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. Go ahead. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free, but you can't smoke for free. You know why? Because the smoke was free. Floyd was like, hey, if you want to fight me, get past this guy. Floyd is known for doing this. But the difference between Errol Spence, the distinction between Errol Spence, the gulf between Errol Spence, and the separation between Errol Spence, and you knew it. This wasn't no fucking AB about bullshit. This was not no gatekeeper. Floyd knew he wasn't going to get past Errol Spence. That's why Floyd knew you wasn't even going to fight him. So don't act like Floyd Mayweather then Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, your ass. Won the battle before he even stepped into the war. What I said was so deep and profound. It went over a lot of people's heads. So hear me fucking well. Don't act like Floyd Mayweather then Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, your ass. 7 steps ahead of the game. Won the battle before he even stepped into the war. That's exactly what he did. When he sat there and he had your rabbit ass basically be put to the test, be put under pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus pipes. We got the triangle theology and theory. We saw how you performed against Shawn Porter. An ineffective aggression style fighter. Now imagine if you was fighting tactical aggression. Now imagine if you was fighting technical puncher placement. And imagine if you was fighting body snatching work, the levying onslaught, the punishment style. Which one is it, dog? Keep that same energy, dog. Let me say it again. Keep that same energy, dog. Which one is it? Is Errol Spence the guy that you said was going to be the welterweight fight of the welterweight division between you? Didn't you say that? Lest you forget, lest I have to remind your ass. Now all of a sudden he ducked you? Listen, motherfucker, the tables have turned. You lost your opportunity. If you were smart, you should have just got ruined by Errol Spence. That would have been better on your boxing legacy than you getting decapitated by an elder statesman, an AARP retirement Pac-Man style. But don't worry. Come August 21st, Errol Spence is going to properly retire Manny Pacquiao via AARP retirement Pac-Man style. You can book that. And that's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, that's the cutthroat truth fashion. When it's all said and done, Keith Thurman, you know what the drill is, dog. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. And go crawl right back into that rabbit asshole that you crawled out of. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out. Go ahead, he knows.